let's come back home to Nigeria and look at some of those numbers, especially the fixed income market. If I could have that, the fixed income market, how the market traded last week. We know that the fixed income market last week was really on fire. That auction on Wednesday, and then we saw a drive of investors from the equities market to the fixed income market, and then we started seeing the yields drop in the fixed income market. By Wednesday, you know, during the auction, we had it about 19 to 23%, and just about 24 hours after that, it dropped to about 16%. So, you know, whenever there is demand, then you see that at cost. So, a summary of what happened in the fixed market last week. Last week, you see that interbank liquidity was constrained for most of the week. Treasury bills was predominantly witnessed bearish sentiments throughout the week. The federal government bonds market, we know that the Treasury bills was the most attractive last week. The federal government bonds market displayed a bearish stance for most of the week. And of course, we saw that the Naira also had a series of movement also last week. After all of those changes and reforms from the central bank, we saw some positive movement. I can't say that the market, that the currency, that's the Naira, actually closed higher at the close of the week. But anyway, now let's look closer to the fixed income market and see some of those sentiment, perhaps what's already happening intraday with Oladipo Ajayi joining us now. Good afternoon. He's a head fixed income right there joining us. Good afternoon, Mr. Ajayi. Thank you for your time. So last week was very busy at the fixed income market. Tell us by Friday, what was the picture?
Yeah, last week was very busy on the back of the NTB auction, where the DMO, through the Central Bank of Nigeria, issued about $1 trillion worth of bills. And on the back of that, we saw post-auction demand, most especially on the one-year instruments that actually printed at 19%. And but as we
oh, seems we have a technical hitch right there. Okay. Can you hear me, Mr. Ajayi?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, we lost you for a bit, so please go ahead.
Yeah, I said basically most investors are in the market now trying to cherry pick instruments, most especially on the short-dated instruments. We have been seeing demand on the one-year paper around 16.9, 17% levels. But on the bond side, a lot of traders and investors, they are currently on the sideline, knowing fully well that the trajectory of the market has changed a lot. We've been able to actually see the direction the monetary policy guy are going. We already can actually confirm that the MPC guys will be very hawkish. As a result of that, a lot of people are currently staying on the sideline, waiting till post NTB to actually make a decisive decision around market. But as we speak, a lot of people are just staying on the sideline, but people are actually looking at treasury bills for a better yield, as we speak.
So, I mean, I know there's another auction coming up, but even now we see that it seems there's a rebound at the NGX. Does it have anything to do with the drop in the yields that we saw after that, you know, very fiery outing last week by the treasury bills?
Well, I think what happened on the NGL last week was a lot of people were actually taking profits, and on the back of, and some people are actually divesting from the equity market into the fixed income market. We saw that last week. But however, we also felt that will actually pose a very attractive level for other people that actually missed the initial rally that we have seen in the equity market. A lot of people are still waiting to actually look at the right time to go into the equity market. Most of the instruments in the market are still very much underpriced, and they still post a lot of value to the market. So a lot of portfolio managers are waiting for that low level where they can actually key into the market. And some of those levels were what they saw in Zenith Bank, Citibank, and sometimes last week, and that's why we saw another level of interest in some of those names, and I think that's what we'll be seeing go.
All right, I think
we'll continue to see huge interest in the market.
So the upcoming auction, what do you expect?
Yeah, for the upcoming auction, we are expecting about 240-something billion on the calendar. And if the DMO...
All right.
The situation where this instrument will actually close around 15-16% levels. Because the volume is not as large as what we saw in the last auction. So when you look at 243 billion, it's nothing compared to 1 trillion. It's just like about 25% of what was offered in the last auction. So on the back of that, there's every tendency, if they maintain the volume on the calendar, the rate will likely close around 15-16% levels.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Oladipo Ajayi, Head Fixed Income with Chapel Hill Denham. Thank you for your time this afternoon.